Jim Dillon here. I've had some extra shop time lately, and Highland Woodworking let me try out this Lie-Nielsen Honing Guide. I'm here today to share my impressions with you so you can make the right choice for your sharpening needs. The guide is stainless steel except for the knurled knob that tightens it, and a bronze bearing. Every part has been precision machined with very close clearances. This means that the guide doesn't rattle or flex as it's tightened. Compared with other side clamping jigs, the Lie-Nielsen Honing Guide holds more securely with less torque on the knob. But it's still a good idea to tweak it with a screwdriver to secure the blade. The instruction sheet shows projection distances for common angles. Just like with other side clamping honing guides, the farther out your blade projects from the guide, the lower the angle you'll be honing at. And it's also worthwhile to make a simple stop block angle setting jig for your most common sharpening angles. The roller is 1/2 inch wide, which is good for stability, but not too wide to allow you to put a little crown in plane irons if you want to. The very slight radius that this differential pressure puts on the plane iron lets you avoid having marks from the corners of your iron in the wood. One outstanding feature of the Lie-Nielsen Honing Guide is its removable jaws. The standard jaws hold bench plane irons and chisels from just under 1/4 inch wide to just a bit over 2 3/4 inches wide. The standard jaws can be replaced with several types of special jaws sold separately. Chisel jaws are available for chisels 3/16 inch and narrower, tall jaws for mortise chisels, long jaws for very short blades, and angled jaws for skew blades. In case you only want to use specialized jaws, the guide is also available without jaws. Well, that's the nuts and bolts. But is it good? Yes. Yes, it is. I like this honing guide a lot, and I've used most of the honing guides on the market. This is a solid, simple, easy to adjust honing guide that really locks onto your tool. In the 2 weeks that I used it in my shop for all my honing, it never once let go of a tool before I wanted it to. The close tolerance machining compared to the cheaper versions means that every time you pick this tool up, you really kind of feel the quality in a way that doesn't happen with other jigs. The people at Highland tell me there are two main questions they get asked about this jig. First, will my tools fit in the Lie-Nielsen Honing Guide? In my shop, I found that almost every tool I tried fit in the jig. My spoke shaves, my English style mortise chisels, my plane irons, my bench chisels, they all fit. The other most frequent asked question is it worth the money? Well, obviously you have to be the real judge of that, but I have two things I'd like to say. The first is that there's an intangible that you get with this tool, which is that every time you pick it up to sharpen with it, you get the experience of holding this very well designed, robust, well-crafted piece of equipment that just feels good in the hand. For some of us, that's the kind of thing that can put us in the state of mind that enables us to do our best work. The other thing I want to say is that in the instruction manual, Lie-Nielsen explains how to disassemble the jig and order replacement parts if anything ever wears out, which just doesn't feel like it's going to happen. So the last thing I want to say is I have really enjoyed having this honing guide in my shop. And if you would like to know more, or if you'd like to go ahead and order a Lie-Nielsen Honing Guide or any other sharpening supplies, visit highlandwoodworking.com or call the store. Thanks for watching.